What's up, guys? I'm Paul DiRienzo.
I'm Ryan Morency.
And we're here to work today on the Blueprint Automations Systems project that we have decided to start up together. So, a little bit of background in terms of why and how we got here. I run a place called the Metro Academy Jiu-Jitsu, which we are inside of right now. You'll get lots more video of that in the future, I'm sure. I've been running this place for just short of 19 years, training the martial arts for almost 30 years, and I'm lucky enough to be the son of somebody who's been a business owner who's in the service-based industry. And I wanted to figure out how tech can better integrate with my brick-and-mortar service-based business. Hence, my buddy Ryan.
So yeah, I'm a big tech guy, love AI, automation. I've come from big companies such as Wayfair. I've run small companies, real estate investment companies, as well as helping other small businesses put automations and structure in place in their business to make things run smoother without as much human interaction.
A couple weeks ago, I realized our website is very, very old, and I started talking to Ryan, who does the web things that I don't like to do per se. I like to use, and I know a little bit more about than your average bear, but it's not really what I do. So I started talking to Ryan about it. So we started digging into, I had all these grandiose ideas, like, oh, there's these AI bots and wizards and things that would magically do stuff for me, which would be great. What's that?
Sensei bot.
Sensei bot is definitely
That's
a
happening.
thing that's happening at some point. It is a vanity project that is, I think, actually particularly useful. But it's, what we're here to discuss is that which is useful, that which is fanciful, and this is going to be an ongoing come learn with us project, because we joked all the time about AI is changing at such a ridiculously high rate of speed. Yes. But then there's also lots of done for you solutions that small business owners like me, we hear this word AI and we keep thinking, oh, I've got to be on top of this, I've got to be on top of this, or screw that crap, I don't want to deal with it, like one of our friends. And it's how do we balance that which exists, which probably does 80, 90% of what you need it to do. All right, it might not be as fancy as full-blown AI, but at one, as we were researching today, 50th to 500th of the cost. And we'll discuss that a little bit too. So
and sometimes it makes sense to implement AI, and other times it's a question of building from scratch versus like, should I or could I? Like, can you put AI in everywhere in your business? You could, but should you, right? Is it actually the right thing to do for your business? And that's a big thing I think small business owners struggle with is, they hear AI, it's a buzzword. Should I need AI in my business? You might not actually need AI everywhere you think. It's definitely beneficial. I love AI, I use it every day, but is it right for your business?
Right. And that's literally how we ended up here. Right. Next video, we're going to talk about kind of the ongoing upgrade that we're working on just on my basic website for my, again, brick and mortar business. And it's not a thing that I don't like to think about these things on a daily basis. I'm a business owner. I have a metric ton of things that I have to worry about day to day. I kind of want some of this stuff done, leave it alone, not touch it. But any business owner knows, unless you're just going to completely ignore all tech, all social media, which we'll be getting into in future videos where I've been talking about this a lot. For the most part, I don't know a single business owner that got into their business to market their business. Right. They want to offload it. They want to automate it. They want to have somebody else deal with it because it's not, they want to do their thing. I'm a bread maker. I want to make bread. I'm a martial arts instructor. I want to make martial arts. Like I want to do martial arts. As my friend says, I just want to do kung fu shit with my kung fu friends. Right? That's just it. I don't want to deal with my website. I don't want to deal with social media. I don't want to deal with this crap other than the funsies doom scrolling at the end of the night.
And that's most small business owners. You're so ingrained in the day-to-day and just keeping the lights on and doing the thing that you got into small business to do, and you don't want to do the other stuff, but it is becoming more and more necessary to compete. We talk about missed calls and things like that. Like late at night, as a small business owner, you're spent. You don't want to answer the call, but if you're the one that answers the call, you're 9 times out of 10 probably the one that gets that lead or gets that deal or at least has a better chance. Or not.
And that's the scare, right? So like I'll get trial requests. I know parents go home, they see us as they drive by in the street, and they go home Saturday night, they remember, oh yeah, I wanted to look up martial arts for my little Johnny. And Saturday night at 7:30 p.m., I'm out to dinner. I get a trial request, and like I get this internal conflict of, shit, do I let this go? It's like family of 4. That's a lot of money at the end of the day.
Right, yeah,
do I let this go? Do I put a reminder for tomorrow morning? Do I have to go to the academy just to call them?
Yeah.
Do I start texting them through the system? And I want systems in place that do this better than what has been the case for all these years. Again, there's tech that exists now, and we're going to be talking about how to leverage the already existing stuff. AI is, what's our running joke? 6 months ago, it was all ChatGPT.
Yeah.
3 months ago, this word Claude popped up.
Yeah.
2 months ago, Claude Cowork became the buzzword. And about 6 months from now, Aardvark 3.2 is going to be on your phone, and it's going to sound like Paul Bettany from Iron Man, right? At least that's my hope, personally.
Yeah. Jarvis, call my leads.
Yes, exactly.
Yeah.
That's come on, Aardvark 3.2. That's what I want.
That's right.
Okay.
You could have Jarvis answer your phone, and you'll get more leads that way, I'm sure.
I have no doubt in my mind. So for me, what I'm hoping to learn is not just where this integrates, what's available. I have a system in place that's worked really well for all these years. That doesn't mean it can't be improved. I'm lucky enough to come from I saw my dad over the years. We talked to my dad a little bit earlier this week. He's 71, still works 5-6 days a week, and is trying to learn AI, not to do it himself. He's not going to program.
Right.
I am not going to program. I promise you guys. If like 6 months ago, the video, like, all right, guys, I had to learn how to program. But right now, I have no interest in learning that language or trying to learn how to do that. If there's a way to make that integral to the growing process, I'd like to either have Ryan do it, because frankly, I don't want to. That's why I try to collect people that are good at things I don't want to do. Every small business owner has to have a guy, right? You have to have a guy.
You gotta have a guy.
And then where can I learn to integrate this, and also learn where the limitations are and versus the cost aspect ratio.
Yeah, for sure. And going back to what we originally talked about, right? There's a lot of systems out there that probably do a lot of what you're trying to do. Like, marketing wise, right? Like just sending out social media, making social media posts, which as a business owner, neither one of us really likes making social media posts, right? But it's necessary in this day and age for marketing reasons. And should you use AI for that, or should you just use a tool that's already built that has automations and language in place? And sometimes it's the right call to move one way and not the right call to move the other, and it depends on your tech savviness, or if you've got a Ryan, or if you've got a guy in a chair doing the thing, right? So
Everybody needs a guy in a chair.
I'm the guy in the chair. Nice. I don't like that you're Superman or Spider-Man, but I'll be the guy in the chair.
No, I'm clearly not Spider-Man. But so that's our introduction. This is a journey. This is not a final product or final solution. Ryan comes with a lot of the tech background. I come with what was the quote? Almost 20 years of the operational scar tissue from trying to run a business, getting it through COVID, learning how to grow and scale, going in directions I never thought I would do when I opened this place 19 years ago. Everybody that's been to run a small business and you survive the initial 1 or even 5 years that they talk about for a break point, you have some of that scar tissue. Maybe you're really happy just the way things are right now, and maybe there's some part of your brain bugging you of like, I should probably figure out how to either A, offload, or B, integrate more of this stuff. And that's the journey for us right now.
Yeah, and you're also a solopreneur for the most part, right? Like you pretty much run the show here. You've got some leadership team that helps out with stuff, but
I have 15 teenage minions that are amazing young people, but they're teenagers and they have high school and they have teenage angst and all that other. If you guys are watching this, you're welcome. They have all their lives going on, right? This is not their full-time gig, full-time job, full-time enterprise, which it is for me and has been 100 hours a week for almost 19 years. I'm a little bit better than that now. It's like down to 95.
And most small business owners are like that. You own it, it's yours, you know all the little things, so you want to do it all yourself. Yep. But at the end of the day, there's only so much of Paul to go around or so much of Ryan to go around. And so, yeah, right? The world's not ready for 2 Pauls.
100% no.
But it is also very important to, as a small business owner, and especially in this day and age, if you're not changing and evolving, it's going to be very difficult for you to survive. There's going to be another martial arts school or another real estate investment company or another whatever it is you're doing that is going to leverage these tools, and they're going to get to your leads before you do. We were actually online in a message board talking to some folks, and Paul, I'll let you take that one, but
my industry. Yeah. No, I know what you're talking about. I'm trying to be. As we said, I think if there's more Pauls in the world, the world would be a nicer, kinder place. But Ryan will probably disagree with that. I'm not particularly known for my filter as a local Bostonian and sensei. But there are some old curmudgeon-y people, not old, not chronologically old, just mindset old of like, well, I'm available 9 to 2:30 p.m. and if you're not available at that time period, then I don't really want you as a business. And my mindset to that is, good, share that.
Yep.
Share that to the other businesses because I want to be the one who is available. Maybe not me personally, as we talked about,
right.
like 7:30 on a Saturday, I'm out to dinner. I don't particularly want to deal with that at that moment in time. I also, opportunity knocks once,
Yeah.
right?
Yep.
I'll leave myself from, I'm a big reader. Before I opened the academy, I went after all kinds of business books, and there were very, very few in the martial art world about how to run it. But I did find one, and it said, a martial arts school, like any business, is a tree. Trees are never homeostasis. They are either, during their life cycle, growing or dying. They have no stay still, and that's what a business really is. So if you think your business is staying static, staying the same, it's not. It's slowly dying. It's just so slow you can't necessarily see it. So you've got to be pushing that edge, like Brian said.
Yeah, yeah. You got to keep up, especially with technology. I mean, AI is changing all the time, and even if you're not using AI, putting
Aardvark 3.2.
Yeah, Aardvark 3.2. I like that. Anyway, the moral of the story is come along with this journey. Come along on this journey with us, and we're going to talk a lot about more of these things in depth. Like, when should you use AI? Where should you use it? Specifically to your use case, but also other use cases. We're going to talk with a lot of people about this.
Yeah. Where can things integrate?
Yeah.
Cool. Thanks, guys.
Thanks for tuning in.
We'll see you guys very, very soon.
That's right.
All right.